It's week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see who can claim Big Apple bragging rights. It's the Giants and the Jets, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
They'll give to Hall. Now they can't bring him down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken inside his own 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken at the 46. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The Giants at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago,
there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
That's good for another Jets.
They'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Breaks through the contact.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now out come the Giants. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 3. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd and 14. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
That one taken in by Corley.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this one too low.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Ross. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
And down he goes again, a bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Still fighting for more.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The New York set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Shifts by him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
3rd and 12.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down the middle. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown! George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit